Hey there, you can sign up for the Onchopristis course on my website at rochelleprojects.com and sign up for the newsletter for the Spinosaurus course, and I might have some interesting discounts for you.
All right, so now let's go ahead and add in a cube. So with Shift A, we're going to go to Mesh and Cube. So we're actually going to do like a box modeling method, and we'll go ahead and subdivide later, but for now we're just going to keep everything very low poly. I find this is easier to work with versus starting with a cube, or excuse me, a circle. All right, so let's just go straight down to the beginning, right down here. So GY scale, and we're going to want to change our pivot point back to, we could do median point. I'm going to do bounding box center. All right, so go ahead and scale. I'm going to change this to box select. All right, let's check our top. We're going to want to scale this on the X. All right, so tab into edit mode. And let's just go ahead and do an extrusion all the way through. And we're going to want to cut some more lines in here. Seems I'm canceling that extrusion it created. Some edges. So let me go ahead and dissolve these edges and make sure I don't have a face in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some loop cuts, keep things relatively even. So we'll do something like this. Control R, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, keeping them nice and spaced out. Let's go ahead and grab this back face and continue extruding. And we want to keep everything relatively the same as far as spacing goes between each face. So let's just continue our extrusions and go ahead and do an Alt-C to see the actual silhouette. And you can go ahead and select the edge if you need to pull certain things up further. All right, let's go ahead and hop into our top perspective and fix these up. So I'm just going to turn on edge select and just scale on the X axis. Don't want to mess with the Y axis or the Z axis. And continue. Now these here are going to act as the kind of fins, I guess, of the Onchopristis. So don't add the body here. We'll keep it relatively streamlined. All right, so just continue scaling on the X. All right, so let's go ahead and hop back into our right perspective and selecting that face. Let's just continue extruding. Remember to keep your faces same kind of spacing if you can. This will just keep the subdivision relatively the same. All right, we're going to continue extruding all the way through here. So I'm just going to go ahead and scale this down and go ahead and add in some loop cuts. So I'll probably do 3 loop cuts. Let me go ahead and pull this a little bit further, and then I'll just rotate, something like that. All right, so right now go ahead and go through anything that you think might need to be adjusted. All right, let's go ahead and hop into our top perspective now. And we stopped somewhere about here, so let's just continue adjusting this. Now the blueprint may not be 100% symmetrical on both sides, so just keep that in mind. You can see that this is a little bit more cut off than this one. So sometimes you just have to use your best judgment. All right, so we have now the top and the side perspective done. So make sure you go ahead and save, and I'll go ahead and see you in the next lesson.